to day 65 of Stay at Home with Stanley. Beautiful evening. So we thought we'd practice a little bit of recall away from a distraction. So I'm going to use a little food bowl with a very low value little piece of food in it. And in my pocket, I've got some ham that was left over that we were going to throw away, but he's going to have it. I've also got a lovely toy here, which we're going to try, which is a clam toy, really good toy. You can put a piece of food in the middle. So for dogs that aren't very toy orientated, but like food, you can hide the food there and close it up. Just discovered this, that's a good trick. So we're going to put Stanley in the middle and the food bowl behind him. So he's got to decide to come to me and not go back to the food bowl. Comes to me, gets loads of reward, loads of fuss, and then I'll send him back to the food bowl as an extra treat. And then we'll do the same with the toy. So let's see how we get on. Stanley, sit. Stay. Good boy. What a good boy. Okay, so hopefully you can see. What a good boy, what a good boy, big fuss, wonderful boy. Okay, go get it. So again, I'm making sure he gets it on my command. What a good boy. You want to really make a fuss. Often I'll put the food down by my feet and make sure that the food is really high value. So we'll do the same again, but we're going to make him a bit closer to the food bowl to see whether or not he comes back. So let's have a go. Okay, Simon. Nothing there, it's all good, isn't it? Sit. Okay. Good boy. What a good boy. So that's a bit harder for him. We'll see if he does it. There we go. Yes, what a good boy. Good boy, big fuss. Good boy. Okay, go get it. Okay, go get it. What a good boy. Yes, what a good boy. Is there only one treat in there? Yes, well done. Well done. So really making sure a big fuss for coming back. So the last exercise we're going to do is try it with the clam ball, because he's not done much with this, but he does think this is very exciting. So we'll do the same thing again. Come on then. Where? See it? Make sure he's sitting this way, because he's got more chance of succeeding if he's looking at me. Come on, this way. Sit. Thank you. Good boy. He's looking at the toy. It's more likely that he might fail, but we'll try it. Are we ready? There we go. Yes, good boy. Okay, go get it. Yes, what a clever boy. Get it, get it, get it. Oh, you're very clever. Oh, he's very pleased with himself. So that's just a little exercise you can do to start to get them to come away from distractions. We can make the distraction bigger and bigger. We could put, I don't know, a towel with loads of little bits of treats in it. We want the dog to think coming back to me is great, and then maybe they could go back and get that reward. If you're in the park, then you can teach them that ignore that. I want you to come to me first. And not necessarily always go back, obviously, for the things that they might see in the park. So it's a really nice little fun exercise you can do. Start with things that are not as exciting to them. So his favourite toy at the bottom of the garden might be really hard to come away from. Start with something that perhaps isn't his favourite. You could have his favourite toy with you, and he could get to play with his favourite toy with you. And then he could go and play with the other toy at the bottom of the garden. So starting to learn that if you say come, I mean come. If it goes wrong, just make it a little bit easier. Go back a stage and make it easier for him to succeed. Some people might use a long line. I tend to want to do this free running. I want him to make that decision on his own, and I'll just change it round if he decides to make a little mistake. We'll just make it a little bit easier for him to succeed. So it's just a fun exercise for a Tuesday evening. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. What a good boy, Stanley.